in an uptrend, when you want to draw this trend line, you can draw it in two ways. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate a simple example of an uptrend. Let's assume we have a market price that rose, and then there is a retracement, then there's a break of structure, then another retracement and a break of structure. Then we have something like that, and then we have that, and then we have this. Okay, and then we have that. That's a simple demonstration of a rising trend or an uptrend. Now, for us to draw our trend line or support and resistance in an uptrend, we can decide to draw it as a single line. Okay, or we can decide to draw it as a double line, in which case we shall draw what we call a channel. Right, we shall draw a channel if you decide to use two trend lines, okay, in a rising market. Now, if you're going to draw it as a single line, your areas of focus would be at this lower end. All right, your interest would be, or your focus is going to be in ensuring that the line is drawn from below the rising trend. And at what point or spot would you be making sure this line touches? You'll be identifying your higher lows. Okay, so meaning the entire thing is to identify the different higher lows. Then after identifying the different higher lows, you're gonna decide on which of the higher lows, either 2 or 3, should your line touch. Okay, then after deciding on that, you draw this line and it touches those areas you've decided that the line touches, and then you extend it to the future, because your interest is monitoring the market price to the future, right? You just want to see or monitor through how the market price is going to continue rising, such that for as long as the market price keeps on touching your trend line that you have drawn, and then it reverses to the upside, for you, you'll conclude that the trend is still continuing to rise, right? It's continuing, isn't it? So that is your interest. So as you do that, you will be identifying as well entry opportunities presented whenever it touches on your line, because the lower line you would have drawn would actually be your support, right? So every time it touches on your support, it presents a buy opportunity, and as it goes up, whenever it comes back and touches on your support and it is supported successfully, it's another buy opportunity. So you will continue trading along the trend for as long as it is continuing to rise, right? You'll only stop if there comes a scenario where the market price, upon rising, it comes with a lot of momentum and breaks below your trend line, what you have drawn as your support. A moment it is broken below, it's a sign of a trend reversal to where?
To the downside.
To the downside. All right. So first of all, you have to understand that amidst you identifying the different higher lows in a rising trend, you will come across a scenario where not all the higher lows would be on the same line, right? And when that happens, it is okay. You will not have to force it. This line doesn't have to touch all the higher lows. Just identify any 2 or 3 which you feel are major higher lows, and then draw your line over it. Let it touch them. Okay, so if at all there are other higher lows that fall within or above the line, or slightly comes below the line, okay, for as long as you have 2 or 3 key one that has been touched, it is okay. Sometimes this one that overlaps or falls below the line could have been as a result of the high momentum at which the market price was dropping as it was approaching the what? The support line, right? So it may result into the price dipping slightly or overlapping, going below the line a little bit, but then it will then pick up. For as long as it picks up and comes back and maintains the trend, it is okay, all right? And also sometimes you'll find a scenario where this one does not really come to the exact line. It is still also okay, right? It also still depends on the momentum at which the market price was retracing. Okay, yeah, so that is basically what you need to know, that you're most likely going to encounter on the chart when you're now doing it in real time.